Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start our meeting today. Please pay attention to this video. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our president of the club, Bhinneka.
I think he got cut off. So maybe I'll take over as the immediate past president to welcome all of you to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. My name is Natalie, the immediate past president of this club. And now Ben is back. Ben?
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Benjamin Whittaker as our president.
All right, awesome. Thank you guys so much, everyone, for coming to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. We have people from all over the place, which is great. I like it when we have people from everywhere. Bhinneka means diversity in Indonesian, right? Which means the idea we want to bring people from all over the world, all over Indonesia, and kind of just learn from each other and give opportunities for everyone to have a great time and just listen and hear different perspectives, because listening to the same message over and over and over again is dangerous, in my opinion, and it gets boring. So being flexible and understanding who we are and where we come from and where everyone else comes from is really important. So we have a lot of guests. First time guests, Ronnie, thank you for coming. Please tell us how you heard of us and why did you want to come today?
Well, hello everyone.
Hello.
So I'm how is it to go first? Introduce myself or
yeah, just tell us who you are, where are you from in the world? And why did you want to join us today?
I'm a mother of two. I'm from Indonesia. Now I'm staying in Jakarta, and I know this Toastmaster from my friend Sani Cairani. Sani.
Hi, Ronnie.
Sorry, I forgot
Long
your
time no
last name. Yeah, hello.
All right, awesome. Thank you for coming, Ronnie.
So I tried to join this group.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
We have a little lag, maybe. Go ahead.
So I tried to join this for the first time because I kind of looking for friends and maybe you can over any other kind of experience that I found in this group. Because I think that Sunny excel in her English, and now her environment of friends and many things is changed for a better, and got got more excellent in everything now.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming. And hopefully we can provide that experience for you. And, if not, there's Toastmasters Club all over the world. So, that's the idea, is trying to find an area where you fit in and feel comfortable. And hopefully we can provide that. And you could come every other Sunday. That'd be awesome. So thank you for coming, and hope you have a good time.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we have a couple people from Mauritius. Let's talk to our evaluator real quick. Benish, tell us a little bit where you're from and why did you decide to virtually fly over here today?
Hi everyone, I'm Bhinneka from Portage Masters Club in Mauritius. I've joined in this session this afternoon to polish my evaluation skills. I've been selected to be representing the division in Mauritius for District 74. So the contest is going to be near. So I'm trying to grab every opportunity for me to evaluate. So here I am, looking forward for a great session and speeches. Thank you.
Awesome. That is fantastic. And I'm glad we can provide that opportunity. And let's hear from our speaker from really far away as well, Feliciana. Where are you from and why did you join us today?
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Actually, I didn't plan to join your meeting tonight, but my VPE scheduled for me because I'm in the midst of continuing my Triple Crown journey, and I have 4 more speeches to deliver. And this is my the last 5th speech to deliver. Thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to have a great meeting with everyone tonight. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for allowing us to fill a spot for you. We've had a lot of Triple Crown speakers come to our club, which is a good thing. We get to have quality speakers and guests from all over, so that's great. And another returning guest, but in a different role this time, all the way from Myanmar, Shui Sin. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hello. Did you call me, right?
I did, yes.
Oh yeah. So hi everyone. I'm Shui Say. I'm from Myanmar. I am from Yangon Toastmaster Club, and also I'm the Vice President Education there. And today, I will be serving you as a table topic master, and I prepared some great questions. So let's see you again in the table topic session. Back to you, our president.
Thank you so much. All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Natalie. And I would say this is, she's not a guest anymore because again, as of April 1st, she will be our member, I believe. So this might be the last time we actually introduce her as a guest so we can have people here. Let's welcome all the way also from Mauritius, Severine. Please say hi.
Hi, everyone. I am happy to see you, to be with you. And it's been some time I haven't joined a Toastmasters meeting because I was busy preparing for contests. So I am happy to be able to be here to participate as evaluator. And hopefully, yes, it will be the last time as guest. And next month, I will be a member of Bhinneka. Over to you.
All right, excellent. And my Toastmaster boss, even though I'm the president, is letting me know that, visiting Toastmasters should wait till the end, but I don't care. Everyone, welcome. And everyone else is pretty much a member of Bhinneka. And again, we want to kind of show appreciation in this club. And we do it as simple as like ABC is our motto. appreciate our club members, build each other up, and celebrate our successes. And ideally, we want to celebrate our successes within Toastmasters, but also outside of Toastmasters, how we're able to contribute to the real world when we come back in here. So it's tangible. But anyways, we have a great meeting today, and I'm going to introduce our Toastmaster of the evening to introduce our theme and kind of everything that's going on. So let's welcome Toastmaster Seni. Yay.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Pursuit of Happiness. It is a meaningful and uplifting movie based on true story in 2006. Isn't it, guys? In the movie, we'll see a struggling salesman takes custody of his son as he's poised to begin a life-changing professional career. Our film today, ladies and gentlemen, is not only famous by its movie, but this year, it has become one of the most attention-grabbing films around the world. Two graduates from Indonesia are in the recent news. They share where and how they earn a lot of money, own a home palace, and luxury cars. To have a luxury lifestyle as their contentment in pursuing their happiness. Well, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, many people out there, and also we are, want to find out where and how the happiness can be found. And yet, many people seem to be racing to pursue the happiness. Yes, happiness is the main goal of our life. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is wrong if in the process of pursuing that happiness, the person deviates from the path, like using harmony or hurt others in order to get happiness. Happiness is worth pursuing, fighting, and achieving. It's being obsessed with pursuing happiness. We won't enjoy this life and won't be grateful for the life that we have right now. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to hear every person of you. And I will start from our Mr. GE. No, it's not other than our beloved president. Benjamin Whittaker, do you mind to share what is the pursuit of happiness in your person, and also please introduce your role to us.
All right, thank you, Madam Toastmaster. So pursuit of happiness. As an American, this phrase is in our Declaration of Independence, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? So we kind of get this brainwashed into our heads. And for me, the idea is that happiness is not like we're not always happy, right? There's all these other emotions we have. So it's trying to keep on finding little moments in life, little experiences that can kind of make us happy in this crazy world that we live in. So the little moments that make me happy is when I get to eat really good food, right? Not a lot of people can eat quality food most days, right? So having those moments are great. Watching sports is kind of my getaway. And also the ability when I can travel. I like to be able to see and experience different cultures. And that's really important. So the idea is like when you ask someone, are you happy? Hopefully they're at least 51% happy and 49% maybe not. That's the idea. We want to be more happy than we are, finding more happiness, happy experiences. So sometimes it can be really difficult, but sometimes, that's how life is. You got to keep trying and keep trying to find happiness. So thank you very much. And let me explain my GE role, right, for our guest, right? So GE is a general evaluator. I am going to evaluate the whole session, not just from the start of the meeting, but even from 2 weeks ago when we started this whole process, all the way until the end. And I'll have a report at the end of it to kind of give my thoughts and how we can improve and what we did really, really well. And I have a whole entire team to kind of help me do this whole process. And with that, I'm going to introduce our grammarian to introduce her role and the word of the day. So let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Natalie.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Ben. Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie, and tonight I will be your grammarian. So as a grammarian, it is my duty to evaluate your language usage throughout this meeting. But don't worry, we evaluate our language usage because we want to learn to be better. So there are 3 important points that I will note down throughout this meeting. First is words or sentences that we all can use in our next speeches because they're a good usage of language, like memorable phrases, inspiring phrases. And second, things that we all can learn to improve, such as some correction in pronunciation, maybe some grammar problem, or other improvement. And the third one is I'm here to introduce the word of the day, contentment, and I would like to encourage you all to use it. And contentment, our word of the day, is a noun, which means a state of happiness and satisfaction. The example sentence is, he found contentment in living a simple life in the country. Contentment. So contentment is our word of the day. Don't forget to use it. And at the end of the meeting, I'll be back to give my report. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian. We'll hear from her again really shortly. One thing about contentment, how I use it, almost like an oxymoron when it comes to pursuit of happiness. Because if you're trying to pursue happiness, but then you're content, you're no longer pursuing happiness, right? It's at that moment, you found it, it's there. So it's hard to you don't want to get content because when you're in too long, I think, because what happens when you get content too long, you start getting complacent, which means you stop moving forward and start to find more happiness. But it is one of those things that we kind of chase. Can we find that moment where we're just happy? For me, I get content after eating a really, really satisfying meal. I don't want to move for a long time when I eat, and I'm so full. I'm like, wow, I don't want to eat ever again. This is the best I've ever had. And then again, the next day, I'm going to get hungry all over again and try to find another amazing meal. So contentment, just like the pursuit of happiness, doesn't last so long, and you got to keep trying to find more. All right, now let's go and introduce our hidden counter so she can introduce her role. Pippet.
Hello.
Hi.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This is a new headset, same as Ben, but I hope this one works. Hello, everyone. My name is Pipit, and today I'll be the counter. As you can see, I'm in the dark, but I hope you can see me. And obviously, without a laptop, so that means I will have to use my regular note to be able to take note of everyone's disturbing sound, but I'll try my best. And regarding pursuit of happiness, because I've been in the competition for so many years, I used to have a dark outlook about happiness. So I'm thinking like if we get happiness, then we have to make other people sad. For example, if we are happy because we win in a competition, then a lot of people have to lose for us to win, for example, right? But now I realize that happiness is about contentment. So be happy with what we have, but of course, still want to get something more. But if you don't get it, then there has to be a reason why we don't get it, and we just be happy with it. So that is today from me, and then I'll report my accounting by the end of the meeting. See you later.
All right. Yes. Toastmaster Pippin and I are both really competitive. So usually winning and losing does have a lot of emotions, especially when you try to put so much effort and then you come short, right? It's how it goes. But again, that same emotion is going to kind of push you to keep on trying, right? And hopefully you can find that pursuit of happiness. All right, now let's introduce our timer of the evening and just the late addition, which is great. Toastmaster Dion.
Hello.
Good evening. Actually, for tonight, I want a little bit free, but Toastmaster Natalie challenged me suddenly. Come on, Dian, could you be as a timer? Yeah, okay. Okay, a good challenge, Natalie, thank you. Okay, as a timer, okay, good evening, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and guests. My name is Dian, and for this meeting, I will be your timer. I will time your speech as a follow for a table topic speaker, 1 until 2 minutes. With the 1 minute, I will show the green card. And for 1 minute and 30, I will show the yellow. And 2 minutes, I will show the red card. And for the prepared speech, after 5 minutes, I will show the green card. And after 6 minutes, yellow card. And 7, red card. And for the individual evaluations, I will show green card for after 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30, I will show the yellow card. And after 3 minutes, I will show the red card. And I will give my report after the meeting. Thank you. Back to the GE.
Awesome. Thank you, Dion. And just Dion, just for your information, Lupti is going to be talking for 12 minutes. So
yeah,
green after, green for 10, yellow for 11, and red for 12. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And we've also had our division director decide he wants to pop his head into our meeting. Perwantu, hello, sir. Thank you for coming. And all right. And oh yes, our ballot count. We get to hear a double roll, right? So distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, please introduce the ballot counter roll.
Yes, thank you, Ben. Hi, I'm back again as your ballot counter. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch a poll at the end of the evaluation session. So you can choose your favorite table topic speakers, evaluator, and also prepared speech speaker. And then at the end of the meeting, I will be back with President Ben to announce who are your favorite speakers. That's all. Back to you, Ben.
Awesome. So we are about 10 minutes behind. That's probably my fault, which is one of my pet peeves, being not on time. But let's get it going. So let me give it back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Seni. Yay.
Hello, it's back to me again. Yes, we are going to hear meaningful and uplifting speeches for our two speakers today. Instead of pursuing their happiness, they are pursuing their goals in their pathways. Okay, our first speaker is doing a level 5 project to reflect on his past. The purpose of his project is for him to reflect on his growth during completion of the entire path, which is presentation mastery path. Lucy will speak for 10 to 12 minutes, and his evaluator will be Toastmaster Severin. It's all the way from Mauritius. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Lucy with the title Yes Man. Yes Man, Toastmaster Lucy.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I, okay.
Audible and visible.
Okay, just checking because I'm not using my headphones. When was the last time you said yes? Yesterday, 3 days ago, a week ago, maybe a month ago, if you're a no person. Last week, I just watched Jim Carrey's movie, and the title is Yes Man. In that movie, Jim Carrey was challenged by a motivator to say yes to everything. It's like literally everything. If you ask him to, let's say, clean the toilet, he will happily say, yes, I will clean the toilet. And then, would you eat exotic food? He would say, yes, I would eat exotic food. So he said yes to learn Korean. He said yes to learn flying, and so on and so forth. So basically, he said yes to everything. Now, the reason why I begin my speech with the question of whether you say yes or not, because this is related to how I joined Toastmaster. In Indonesian culture, when someone you know from the past suddenly calls you, it usually only means two things. Number one, they need money, and they need money from you. Number two, they're trying to persuade you to join multi-level marketing. So basically only two, right? So like 1.5 years ago, DTMP Pit contact me via Facebook. Yeah, usual chit chat, like how are you? And then, then he asked me, have you ever heard about Toastmaster? And I said, yeah, sort of. Why? I want to ask you to join Toastmaster. Why don't you join the trial meeting? And then I say, yes, why not? Let's try what is Toastmaster. So that is the story on how I joined Toastmaster. I try to keep positive thinking to her offer. So it's a good thing that she's not trying to get some money from me or to ask me to join multi-level marketing, right? So that's a good thing. So I joined Toastmaster. And then after I joined Toastmaster, my first impression was I like Toastmaster because I have this urge to speak, because I'm a talker. It's like back in my university era, I was English debater in my varsity. It's like, and then after I retired, I feel like there's something lost in me. I just feel like there's a hole that I need to fill, which is the need to speak. So I feel like I found a place for me to speak. So I really enjoy joining Toastmaster. So what did I get from Toastmaster? First of all, I learned a lot. I learned to control my ego. How so? Because of my background and my competitive nature, I feel like I need to win. Like winning everything. I just need to win. I like speeches, and then the best speakers, best evaluators. I just feel like I need to win, man. It's like I need to win. But then again, it's not always about winning. Because in Toastmaster, I learned that you need to develop yourself. So it's not that you have to beat the other people to win, but you need to push yourself to your limits. So it's like trying to be the best version of yourself. Not trying to. So it's like, for example, if I can get 9.5, but I only give 7.5, even though I win, I'm not feel content, because I know I can do better, right? So it's like, if I don't do my best, I feel like I'm letting myself down. So it's not about whether I win or lose. It's like whether you can do your best or not. So that is more important. So I learned to hold, to push my ego. Okay. And number two, what I love from Toastmasters is I find a lot of friends. I have friends from all over Indonesia because Bhinneka is in Indonesia means like diversity. So I have friends from Bali, I have friends from Surabaya, from Jakarta, from Medan. Then I also have a very a long friend by geographically. It's like we have Robin Chan from Mauritius, and we also now have Severin also from Mauritius. Hi, Severin. So it's like all the way. So I have a lot of friends. So I think it's worth joining Toastmaster because of that also, that factor also. Now, that is the two things that I love. And then the third thing I love is because Toastmaster has contests. I cannot like put my competitive nature aside, since I still need to join the contest, right? So I joined my first contest last year. I thought it's going to be easy, but damn, I was wrong. So it's like I thought I'm good, but man, other people are better. So it's like I need to push myself. I made it to the area for the international speech contest, but I failed. Maybe next year. But luckily, I joined the also, and I made it to the division for the first time on my first try. I made to division, and I got the number 3 on the second runner up. So I guess that's I'm quite content with that. But I try to do my best this year, so I hope I can make it to the district this year. So, but like Ben says that in Toastmaster, in Bhinneka, we have the ABC, right? We have appreciate, build each other, and celebrate other success. Thank you very much for my coach, my mentor, BTM Natalie, for giving me a mentoring during my 1.5 year time in Toastmaster in Bhinneka, especially. She mentored me on how to become a better evaluator. I learned a lot from her. So most of my evaluation, actually, I feel like I really look up to her because I don't know, she's like the Wonder Woman in Bhinneka, right? So, you know, so I learned a lot. Now, also I learned also from DTM Pipit on how to be still more to be competitive, even though your air is gone. So it's like to always push yourself, beyond your limit. So what else? Since this is a reflection of my past journey, I was wrong about one thing. I was wrong to think that completing a path is easy. I had discussion once with Toastmaster Natalie. I said, Nat, if I want to become a DTM, how long will it take? And like 2 years or 2.5 years. And then she said, okay, 1 speech per week. I said, it's not that hard to complete a path. And then I am now on the verge of my completion of my presentation mastery level. This is my last speech. And then it took me 1.5 years just to finish one part, man. So I learned something. So I believe that we cannot take things for granted. So if you want to, whatever you want to achieve, like you have to be really serious. You have to be really committed. to what you do, especially in finishing your paths in Toastmaster. And yeah, you need a lot of help, you need a lot of support. And thankfully, I have a lot of support in Bhinneka. So I guess that is the reflection of my journey in Toastmaster, especially in completing my presentation mastery path. I'm glad that I said yes to Toastmaster DTM's PPIT's offer to join Toastmaster. I'm glad that after 1.5 years in Bhinneka, I'm now proud to say that Bhinneka is my home. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Wow. What a contentment that we hear from Toastmaster Lutfi today. Wow, awesome. 1.5 years. It's not a short journey, either not a long journey. Congratulations, Lutfi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second speaker is imported from the neighbor country. He is from Kinabalu Toastmasters Club. She is from Kinabalu Toastmasters Club, Malaysia. She will deliver a project from laboratory, understanding vocal variety. So the purpose of her project is for her to practice using vocal variety to enhance a speech. She will speak for 5 to 7 minutes, and her evaluator today is also imported all the way from Port Louis Toastmasters Club, Mauritius. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Feliana Johnny with the title, Are Names Important? Are Names Important? Feliana.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Are names important? I can see from the screen, some of you nodded, some of you smiled, some just show blank face, not knowing how to respond to that question. But I hope that my story will enlighten you in knowing that a name should be important. To start, hello everyone. My name is Feliana Johnny from Sabah, and my home club is Kota Kinabalu Advanced Toastmasters Club. And I'm here today to share with you the importance of names. What's in a name actually? Would a rose smell as sweet as it is if it's called other name as but rose? Would a rose will still be a rose if you call it sunflower? Something to think about. However, my family chose the name that starts with the letter F. My name, Feliana, as the firstborn in the family, was taken from my aunt's name. My mother kind of messed with my aunt's name. Her name is Felnia, and scrambled the letters to make Feliana. And that's how my name came to be. And as for my brother, his name is Frezi. That's scrambled from razor, but my dad put Z at the end and my mom put F at the front of the name, becomes Frezi. And my second brother, his name is Frezon, also scrambled letters from his brother's name, Frezi, to become Frezon. And my sister, Felicia, from my name, changed the letter N to S to make Felicia. And the fourth one is my brother, Feron Fedi. What can I tell you about him? His name means a brave, red-headed guy who's all in it for money. But he turned out the other way around. His hair is not red, and he's a very shy person. He loves to cook. So names. And my youngest sister, Fiona, I named her, and that name comes from Fivi word combined with Ona. That should mean a fair-skinned lady who's very sweet. And yes, she turned out to be sweet, having a very sweet tooth. That's all for my family. My siblings, personally, 6 of us, 3 girls and 3 boys. People usually mistaken us for not being siblings because we don't look alike. We are known as siblings because of our names, which starts from the letter F. That could be one thing. But hey, names are important. It's not because it's given to us, but it's something that we should take pride of. I won't be Feliana if not because of my name. One thing that I can flex about, I can be proud from my school years, is that there are no other girls with the same name as mine. That should be one thing to be proud of. And up until now, even in my office, in my working years, I haven't met anyone with the same name as my name. So names are important. It's not just because that's how people know us by, that's how they call us by, but it also represents our identity itself. Natalie won't become Natalie without the word Natalie. Feliana won't become Feliana without the name Feliana. That's why name has a very important thing in our daily life. I used to think that my name is very ugly. I used to hate my name. There's another girl in school. Her name is Feli with N at the end. So Feli Ann, and her father's name is John, Feli and John. People used to make fun of us, Feliana and Feliana sisters. But we are actually 2 different persons. So words have meanings and names have power. When you feel content, when you feel happy with having your name, the name that's bestowed to you, that's given to you, you'll be doing your best, to the best of your ability, to make people remember your name. When you die, people don't just remember what you did and how you make them feel. People will also remember your name. And that's how they will always remember you by. So leave something that is gonna bring change and a significance of how people are gonna remember you. As of today, I believe that my name itself, maybe in Bhinneka Toastmasters Club, it's the first time hearing my name. And some also having difficulties of pronouncing it. And that's okay. You can call me Faye for short. Back in my home and also in Sabah, I'm called Faye, short term for Feliana, because some of my friends say Feliana is too long. So they call me Faye instead. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, a name represents your identity, our identity. It holds a deep feeling and a tremendous significance of who we are supposed to be as the owner of that name. So we'll do the best of our ability to make sure that we are proud of ourselves, as we are proud of our names, and feel the contentment that we have from the name that is bestowed to us, that's given to us, and make the best of it. So the next time when someone asks you, what's your name? Say your name with pride and know that your name is important. And I hope that my story has shared some insight to you and made you realize that your name is beautiful and unique the way it is. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Wow. Our name's important? Of course. Wow. What an insightful speech, Eliana. Talking about names, I would like to briefly about how my name comes. Okay, all of you know that my name is Fanny Tyrani, right? So when I was born, not long after that, I think only weeks or months time, when my parents registered me in the birth certificate in the area governor. That time, my father written Lenny Tyrani. And you know what? It comes with S, Lenny, because the officer is senior people. They look for the wrong letter, and then from the L, change to Fanny. Well, it's really, I can say that, how to say, it's like blessing in disguise. I didn't turn to a gift, really. I really like this name, and I really thank that officer and also my father. Okay, thank you very much for both speakers today. And how about the time? Let us hear from our timer.
Yes, I already put in the chat box for Lutfi, 11 minutes, 3 seconds. For Feliana, 7 minutes and 20 seconds, or are eligible.
All right, perfect. Okay, next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a group picture because our first session has ended. And our Miss Natalie will help us to have a group picture. I would like to call our guest, Rani. Hey, my friend Rani. Yeah, please have a proper video because we're going to have a picture. We won't miss you. And
Yeah, hello, you call me?
Mr. Bine?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can set up your camera, Rani.
Already.
How about Lucy?
Saffron also, if you want to
Where?
video.
Lucy.
Severin, Lufty.
Oh, Severin is freezing, I think.
Okay. I'll wait another 5 seconds for Lufty and Severin to come and turn on their videos. Okay.
Severin, you're breaking.
No problem. She said she had some connection problem. Okay, then we're gonna take a picture in 3, 2, 1, smile. One more time, show me your, oh, there you go, Severin. Okay, okay, I'll take another one for like the normal pose before we move to the second pose of contentment. So normal pose first with Severin, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then contentment pose. Show me when you feel content. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Sunny.
Thank you, our Zoom host, DTM Natalie. Okay, our second session. Our topic master today is imported from Myanmar, our neighbor country. Topic master, how are you today? Blessing?
I'm fine. Yeah, fine.
Fine. Okay, can you repeat your sound? We would like to check your sound again.
Well, now.
You're
Can you hear?
echoing.
Oh, okay. Is it from my side? Oh. How about now?
Yep, clear.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Blessing, before I hand over the session to you, would you like to share with us what is the pursuit of happiness in your person?
Oh, happiness. For me, happiness is making someone smile and also being content what we have. For example, if we have something and we don't see it and we are just envying other people, so we cannot be happy. So happiness is, I must say, the contentment and also making smile in others, why they are being sad or why they are having other yeah, something memory, so we can make them smile. So that is called happiness.
Okay, great. Okay, and I hand over the session to you. Take it away, topic master. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Professor Tracy.
Thank you, our Toastmaster of the day. So, hi everyone, this is Tracy, and I am your table topic master today. So, I prepared some questions, several questions, and so now I would like to. So if you want to talk a table topic session, like you have 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 minute they will show you green light, and then 1 minute and 30 seconds. Our timer will show you yellow, and 2 minutes they will show you. She will show you red. So you have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. So yeah, I would like to encourage everyone also to use word of the day, contentment. So now who would like to participate? The first question is easy. Who would like to participate? Would like to volunteer? Okay, so may I call our guest Toastmaster Rani? Our guest Rani. Okay, thank you. So yes, that's Rani. This is my question. What is something small that always make you smile? What is something small that always makes you smile? Over to you.
Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you for calling me. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can
Okay. So something small that makes me happy and give a smile, right? It's very easy. Um, like you also know, I am a mom of two. So when my kids have a good meal and fill their stomachs to the full, that was one thing that makes me happy.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry for the interruption because it's a meal time. It's a dinner time, so we are like in a restaurant.
So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
now
so
I believe you are
that's
happy.
it from me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for participating. You are happy because you have really handsome son and beautiful children. Okay, thank you. So now I would like to go our second speaker. Let's see. Okay. So hi, Toastmaster Purwanto. Hello. Oh, okay. So here, I would like to ask you this question. The world is your oyster. It is up to you to find the pearls. Oh, he's freezing. Hello, Toastmaster. Can you hear us? Oh, okay. It's not here anymore. Okay, so who would like to answer this question? Any volunteer there? Oh, okay. Okay, he's back. Hi, Toastmaster Purwanti. Would you like to answer the second question? I will send you again.
Actually,
I'm
in the airport, so I'm not sure I can answer this. I'm on the airport right now. Sorry, maybe I need to skip this one.
Oh, okay. You're not okay to answer. Yeah, okay, so I will call another one. So let's hear from our Toastmaster Sivirin. My apologies if I call you mispronounced. Toastmaster Sivirin. Yeah. Your question, the world is your oyster. To you to find the pearl. The world is you to Oh, I think is it happening to me or Toastmaster?
Do you hear me? I think your connection is breaking, Severin. We can hear you, just lagging.
Do you hear me?
Same thing. You're still breaking and lagging. Maybe you can check your connection problem also. Maybe we'll skip you for now while you're handling your connection problem, and then Toastmasters Space. Yeah. You can choose the other. Thank you.
Oh, is it okay?
We can hear you lagging. Try it again, sorry.
No.
Maybe you check your connection problem also.
Yeah.
We will skip you for now while you're handling your connection problem, and then Toastmasters Space.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now it's okay. Now it's good. Can you answer the question?
Yeah. So it is interesting to think of the world as an oyster. It is really the first time I hear about it. But it is really interesting also to find that we are going for the pearls. I believe yes, we are all looking for pearls on this planet. Do we look for pearls in our job? Do you look for pearls in our family? Do we look for pearls in our bank? So it is really ourselves. To look for contentment in the oyster that is the world. As for myself, I believe that I have looked for contentment in different places as I grew. And at 32, I think I look for contentment. I have to realize with COVID and people dying and expect to do a lot of things. So first part that I am looking for in my family, especially that of my son, be job description it as the third of my life. So that's all of this stuff, and I need to journey. So
okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Severin. Wow. It's like we're having a connection problem, but it's fine. It's fine. We understand because we have a long distance. Okay. Thank you, Severin. And okay, we're going to the third speaker. Tracy, can you hear me?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
And we can see you. Yeah. Oh, I think we lost question again. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue to the third speaker. Okay, who would like to volunteer? If not, I will choose. How about Feliana, our second speaker? Would you like to try?
Yeah, it would be a pleasure.
Okay, here's the question for you. Would you mind to share 3 tips to live a happier life? All right, time and place for you.
3 tips for happier life. I'll answer this by sharing the quote from Tom Bodett, which he simplified by saying that a person just needs 3 things to be happy: someone to love, something to hope for, and something to do. These 3 things, to me, simplifies how we're going to have a happy life. A happy life it is. Someone to love. It can be a family, anyone that you love, friends, people that are very important to you, and they're giving you a reason to carry on day by day and to do your best every day. Something you love, something to do, something that you're passionate about. It might be your hobby. As for me, I love reading and I love going jungle trekking. I hate leeches, but I love jungle trekking, and that's the challenges that comes with it. But that's okay. I learned to appreciate the journey of hiking without leeches by discovering leeches, and yeah, it makes me happy. And the third one is something to hope for. Given this current situation that we are facing right now, we've been hit with the pandemic, COVID-19. It is, even though it's already 2022, but we're still having the same issue. I believe that something that we are hoping for, something that we look forward to, is to live this life without having a fear of interacting with your family members who's might or might not be positive, because you never know. Something that you really wanted to do is, as for me, I want to go back in time and actually live this life back to the time when there was no COVID. There was no COVID. And to me, that is the simple 3 tips that I'd like to share about to have a happy life. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Wow, awesome, great. Wow, wonderful. Okay, now we're going to the next. Who would like to try? How about Dian? Dian, please, our timer. We haven't heard you speak for a while. Would you like to try? I can be a timer. Vivi, you still muted?
Yeah, okay.
Dian, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Yeah, I will time you. Okay. Here's your question. Toastmaster Dian Sisi, what are the top 3 things that you cherish in your life? What are the top 3 things you cherish in your life? Please.
Okay. Okay. What? Wait. Okay. What the 3 things you cherish in your life? For example, okay. Wait. Yeah. First is when we hobbies. Yeah. Wait a minute, because it's so noisy here. Okay. Hobbies. So we do our hobbies. Yeah. To cherish our life. And like for me, I like hiking. Yeah. And in my the beginning of 40, yeah, I went to Semeru. That's make cherish my life. And then second, of course, what we patient. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So do what is your passion. Okay. And then 3 is family. With togetherness with our family, of course, makes cherish my life. Okay. Thank you. And yeah. So that's 3 is okay. The first is hobby. A second is patience, and third is togetherness with our family. Thank you. Back to the Tom.
Wow, awesome. Awesome, Bu Vivi.
My son and my
Bu Dian, okay.
Yeah.
I always wrong pronounce Bu Dian and Bu Vivi almost same. Okay. Okay. The last one chance of the table topic speaker. Who would you like to try? Who would like to try?
Who wants
Lucy.
to compete?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Lucy. Okay. Here's a quote. Here's a quote for you, Lucy. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Lucy.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Okay, so let me check. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Okay. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Gandhi says that. So I believe if we want to change something in our life, we have to start it from ourselves. Because no one will help you. No one will give you a hand every time you're in trouble. The only person you can count on is yourself. So if you don't struggle, if you don't fight for your own life, your life won't change. So there's a quote that I like. Be hard on yourself and the world will be soft for you. But if you're being soft to yourself, then the one who's going to be hard is the world. Now, can you imagine if that thing happens to us? So I believe that if you want to become somebody or you want to achieve something, you have to earn it. You have to work hard for it. There's no such thing as free lunch in this life. So if you want it, you should get it. Work hard for it. Back to you, Tom.
Wow, amazing, Lucy. Every time you speak, it's like talking. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for all of the table topic speakers today. We have 5, isn't it? Okay, our timer. Master Dian, timer report, please.
Okay, for the first speaker, Rani, 50 seconds. Severin, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Feliana, 2 minutes 16 seconds. And me myself, 1 minute 50 seconds. And for Lufty, okay, I already said it. 1 minute and 36 seconds.
All the speakers are eligible except Rani.
Yes, or yeah, except Rani, 50 seconds.
Okay. So the speakers eligible are Severin, Mariana, CNPC, and Lucy.
Lucy, yes.
Okay, all right. Congratulations for you. You will be voted. Okay, now we come to the third session of the meeting. Yes. We're going to invite our president as our general evaluator today to introduce their evaluators. Take it away, Mr. GE.
All right, thank you so much. And bear with us when we're trying to keep finding our pursuit of happiness by having great audio and visual technical difficulties. But our first evaluator who's evaluating Toastmaster Luffy will be Toastmaster Severin. Take it away, Severin.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Superb. Yes, man, you did it. Congratulations on reaching level 5 of your pathway. That's quite an achievement. As your evaluator, I would like to highlight 2 of your strengths, and also I would recommend 2 things that will elevate your speech next time. The first thing that I liked about your speech is that your body was sequenced into 3 parts. First part, you talked about the ego that Toastmaster helped you to work upon. Secondly, you talked about the friends who you made along the way, me included. And third, you talked about finding context in which you could express your competitive nature. This set the tone to a fairly good structure in your speech because it allows the audience to really connect with you in the 3 things that you learned, that you experienced, and that you appreciated through Toastmasters. Secondly, there was the fact that you connected us with your stories throughout your speech, and you showed contentment in your experience for the last 1.5 years in Toastmaster. You also name people who help you, who coach you, who mentored you. And we were happy to see how at ease you were while delivering this speech. Now, how can you improve on what you are already doing well? About the content, the structure of your speech, we missed having a conclusion. The conclusion is supposed to summarize what you have told us during your speech, and it will help us also remember what you have been telling us during your speech. You ended with words of gratitude. That is a really good thing, but we would like to hear a conclusion also with things that you already mentioned, not to add a new idea, but a little summary of what you already said. And secondly, you could work a bit more on your vocal variety, which means that having your voice like a wave, sometimes maybe slower, sometimes a bit higher. This can trigger the audience to wake them up sometimes or to surprise them. You had a good voice. We heard you very well. Your voice was very clear, but we missed having some variety in your voice. So to conclude, very well done for having a body, a well-structured body, for showing your feelings, and you could work on having a conclusion next time in your speech, and also for having a better vocal variety. Over to you, and good luck for the next speech.
Ben, you're still unmute. You need to unmute, sorry.
Awesome, great job. And thank you so much, Severin. Now here to evaluate our second speaker is Toastmaster Binish.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. Toastmaster Filiana and our other Toastmasters and dear guests, you would all agree with me that names are indeed important. A rose is smelled as sweet if it is called by another name. Wow, I like this one. I like the whole speech, Toastmaster Filiana, if I may say, Toastmaster Faye. You had a good introduction of yourself first, because we don't know you. I'm from Mauritius, and it's good to hear someone from other country, who you are, and in what context you are doing that speech. Now, what I also like is how you relate your siblings' name, 3 girls and 3 boys' names, and how your parents managed to get those names by fumbling around other family names. So I like this one. Now, your speech is very well structured. You started by introducing yourself. You shared your siblings' names. You told us that a name is an identity and how to make people remember your name even when they die and to bring change. Wow. And finally, you wrap up all your points in a conclusion. Great, liked it. Now, there is a few things that you could have made this speech from here to here. The first thing is about poses. Poses are very important in a speech. It helps the audience to understand, and to know more about what you are going to do, explain to them what you're going to tell them. Now, where you could have use pose effectively is where you said, I hate my name. There you could have pose a little bit longer. We all want to know why you hate your name. And then you move on and telling that you have a friend with a similar name and that they were calling you sisters, but you are different. Getting back to hate my name, another improvement that you can bring is you have showed us emotion in that. Also, you could have make the voice a little bit lower. I hate my name. We can see, we can feel the emotion that was in there. Now, when you have to make a speech, it's good that you are in a standing position. It will help you to open your vocal. When you're sitting, it tends to be frozen. So standing will help you. In short, good speech, good story. Work on those poses and standing, and you'll make a speech from here to here. Over to you, General Evaluator.
All right, excellent job. Can I get a timer's report?
For the evaluator, Severin 3 minutes 20 seconds, and Bines 4 minutes 1 second.
All right, so that means that
There's only Severin.
Severin is the only one eligible.
Yes.
Is okay. Thank you very much, Madam Timer. All right, Severin wins. we're all winners. That was a really good evaluation, Benish. And I'll give you that more in my, I'll give you an evaluation of your evaluation in my reports. So that'll be good stuff coming up. Let's get to our grammarians reports. Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie.
Can you go to Pipit first? Because I need to fix
Sure. Our accounter who's in lights now. Distinguished Toastmaster.
Hello.
Pipit.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to announce what I found. Okay, and then Seni's favorite word is okay. Likes to say okay almost 10 times. Okay, and I like the word okay too. And then you're not the only one, don't worry. But she said word of the day 4 times. Ben, word of the day 1 times, and okay several times. I think 4 or 5 times. Natalie, no sounds, and word of the day 1 time. The NTP, okay 5 times. Pipit, word of the day 1 time, and okay several times. Lufti, because he spoke for quite a long time, that's why he got 11 times. I repetition, the 3 times. And he liked the word like almost 25 times. He said like, you know. Word of the day 4 times. Long pause 1 time. Beliana, 4 times. And as the table topic speaker, she said 5 times. Rani, 6 times. Dian Pipi, 8 times. And okay 3 times. Lufti, as table topic speaker, 6 times. Severin, word of the day 1 time. And clear, no sound. And Dinesh, lip smacking. This is the first time. I heard it 1 time. I think it was kind of a disturbing sound as well. And then long pause 1 time. That's all I could find.
All right, thank you so much, Pipit's great reports. And real quick, do we have our ballot ready to go? Is that ready to go?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna launch. Let's launch that real quick. Or go ahead. What are you gonna do?
I haven't removed Dinesh, so you can just vote Severin for best evaluator, but the rest is all good. So I launched it. Can you see it?
Yes. All right, quickly give us a vote for best speaker and best table topics. Super quick. Go fast. 0 of 3. I guess there's only 3 people who are not co-hosts. So we need to get some votes in. Let's see. And
Co-host can send private message to me, and then I'll tally it after.
all right, awesome. Okay, and now our grammarian, same person.
Yes. Spotlight to myself. Okay, guys. Overall, tonight's meeting is pretty enjoyable, and also I noticed not many grammar error or mistakes, but I listened to several interesting phrases and words, so I would like to share it with you in my PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Awesome. So this is the beautiful usage of language in terms of words and phrases that I noticed. First, a speaker said bestowed. Name is bestowed upon us. So I think it's a beautiful word that we all can use. Instead of using given, bestowed has a more artistic and eloquent vibe into it. So it also means given. Another word that is good to use is flex. This is a quite commonly used word for when you're trying to flex something. It means that you're trying to show off. So I think this is a good word to use instead of saying, oh, I'm showing off this, but hey, flex. This is what I flex. I'm flexing on. So that's what it means. No free lunch, which means that there's nothing free in this world. You gotta work for it. This is an idiom. So it doesn't mean that you don't get any free lunch, but it means that you gotta work for something. And 3 things that I also like, the words and phrases is push yourself beyond your limit. It's quite common in a sense, but it's also a good reminder. And then don't take things for granted, which means that always appreciate what you have. And this is something that's also quite interesting for me. Scramble the letters. Usually we say shuffle the letter, but scramble the letter also worked because it gave us the vivid imagery of you actually scrambling things. So that's what I like in terms of word and phrases. Some improvement in terms of grammar and pronunciation, I only noticed a little bit. This is for most of the speakers. When you are telling a story that happens in the past, always use past tense. So I noticed some people said, she contacted me, she contacted me, she tells me, she told me. So those verb needs to have an appropriate tenses for it because you're telling a story about something that happened in the past. So always use past tense. Another thing that we all can learn is appropriate pronoun he and she. And I notice this is something that Indonesian is especially struggling about because for us, the third person is the same whether it's a she or is a he, dia. But in English, we separate it. So Ben is a he, Pipit is a she. Sometimes it's a slip of the tongue, whether it's Freudian slip or coincidence, but it's just good to know and prepare in advance. Now, 3 of sentence here, I would like to ask you, how should we correct these 3 sentences? Push my ego. How would you say it better? You can unmute yourself.
What's the context of the sentence?
Like controlling his ego, push my ego.
Put your ego aside.
That's better, yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. I would say this is better with to push aside my ego, which means like, push it aside, not push my ego, because this is like a translation from Indonesian directly to English. So in English, it's better to say push aside my ego. How about blah, blah, blah to join Toastmaster?
Joining.
I would like to join Toastmasters. It's the S.
Yes.
I am joining Toastmasters.
Yeah. Toastmaster is one person to join the organization, to join Toastmasters with an S. So I want to join Toastmasters. I'm joining Toastmasters, but if you're indicating a person, without S. If it's an organization, with S. And how about ladies and gentlemen?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No S because gentleman is already plural. And this is also something that we all can learn from because sometimes with our accent, as most of us are not native English speaker, we have this extra S in our tongue when we're speaking some words. So sometimes we didn't intend for it to happen, but it came out. And how about the pronunciation of the first one?
Audible.
Say that again.
Audible.
Audible.
Anyone else?
Audible.
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 Yeah. Audible. So the A and U, you read it as an O. Audible. Audible. Am I audible? Not audible. Because if you read AU as AU, it's not correct in terms of like the better pronunciation. So the better one is audible. And how about the second word?
Fact.
Ben, how would you say that?
It depends on your your accent, but in America we would say fact. In England they say like, how did Severine? How did you say that again? Or who was that, Feliciana? Someone said it.
Fact.
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
It's a different accent, so it's either like I would say fact, or like if it's English accent, like fact. It's the F. The sound of the F depends on if you're from like the UK or the US.
Like truck and track. Track and track.
Yeah. Yeah. So I put it there just to highlight the difference of accent that are available in the world. So it depends on where you come from. This word can be pronounced differently. It can be fuck, it can be fact, but when you pronounce it as fuck, be careful because there are similar words that is also a curse word for that. So
What
be
is it?
very
What is it?
The second word.
What is the singular word?
Before my time runs out, beautiful usage of language in terms of quotes and sentences. What's in the name? I think it's a classic. The world is your oyster. It is up to you to find the pearls. Secret for happy life. This is what I personally like. Someone to love, something to hope for, and something to do. Be the change you wish to see in the world, and be hard on yourself, and the world will be soft to you. That's all from me. Back to you, GE.
All right, thank you, Madam Ballot Counter / grammarian. All right, pursuit of happiness. Today was a tough one, right? It's a lot of technical issues. And just if you don't know Toastmaster Shui Sen, being from Myanmar right now, Myanmar's country is under like a military coup, which is not really happy. But if you get a chance to go to the Yangon Toastmasters Club meeting, there are some amazing Toastmasters in that club that are working under like no electricity, like phone data, limited internet. And it's still like an amazing experience when you're trying to kind of understand like what we have and appreciate and be content. They're trying their best to kind of find some happiness. And it's really cool in a terrible situation, in my opinion. So, you know, no big deal for her technical issues. And again, these meetings, it doesn't start just like at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 5:30, depending on where you're at. It started 2 weeks ago, right? After our last meeting, we started getting role takers in place right away and communicating and getting it done. Where like today, if you notice, we had 12 people, a couple guests. And some meetings, you know, you're not going to have a lot of numbers, which is fine because sometimes quality is not all about quantity. And we can still have a really good meeting and get a lot of good information, which we did today. Because we started on time. We were able to kind of, you know, interchange role takers. Seni, great job being Tom. She's been a Tom in a long time. Full disclosure, she was kind of nervous, but she did an amazing job, even stepping in for our table topics. Our role takers, again, being very flexible with our counter, started from the car in the darkness, new headset. And then our ballot and grammarian doing double roles. It's very good to be able to kind of step up. I've been in a Toastmasters meeting where there's been 4 people, 3 people. It doesn't matter, right? If you build it, they will come. It's from a movie called Field of Dreams. It's a great baseball movie. But if you make it happen, it will eventually keep it going, right? It's keep a positive attitude. It's really, really key and really important. We go to our timer, Dion, again, you know, getting a little push sometimes and, you know, helping out the team. Thank you, Dion. You did a great job once again, even though you wanted to come and relax. It's okay. You did it. Good job. Well done. And that's what we need, right? We need team players to step up to make this happen. Because, you know, we all have lives outside of Toastmasters. We can't all make it. So we have to be able to understand. And again, the ability to connect all around the world. We have role takers and speakers come from everywhere. And it's great. And evaluators. So that's fantastic. Quick little table topic evaluation. By the way, we're finishing on time today because that's great. Rian's not here, but again, she did have
a message that was something small makes you smile. And even talking under probably unfavorable situations, being at a dinner table, she was still able to make it. And she reached out to us, saw that Seti posted on Facebook, and she's Seti's friend from school, right? Right, Seti? And they haven't talked in a long time, but still, you never know who you can affect when you're a part of something amazing. And she reached out on our Instagram and our Facebook, I think. So Seti's ability to keep posting and kind of showing what we're doing, someone saw it that was connected, and I reached out to her and got her to come, and she came, and even though she was at dinner, she was able to answer her question via Facebook, and it made it relative, you know, like my kids being able to eat. It wasn't very long, but again, is the point is that she showed up, she tried her best in not a favorable situation, which is still great, better than nothing. So hopefully we made a lasting impact on her coming in, because she did it with us. Second would have been Severine. Again, in your time, world is your oyster. Your time, it was really difficult because, again, technical issues. And so I don't really have a lot to say about, like, oh, fix your internet. And hopefully we can have a better opportunity to hear you more clearly. But I believe you answered it by, I heard the beginning in very slow, clear lag kind of sound. You were able to kind of repeat the answer, not just repeat it for time, but like repeat it for purpose. So that was really a good thing to do. Feliciana, you had, oh my goodness, what was the topic? What was the topic again?
Three tips to live a happy life.
Yes, so my audio was kind of messed up for the last three. All I do is remember is hearing that you spoke clearly, you were able to kind of get your points out like really smoothly without any issue. But the problem is I had an issue when you were speaking. So that's the same thing with Dion and Luffy. So that sucks for me. But you guys, I assume, did a great job, but I couldn't hear it. So my audio was messed up. But luckily I was able to get in for the evaluation session, which is great. And by the way, Seni, again, great job filling in for Shueishen, because that's what we need. We need someone to be able to kind of step up when someone's out. You've seen this Zoom world, which is really key. And all right, so Severine, I am excited that you are going to be joining Bhinneka online, because every time you speak or do table topics, or in this case today, evaluate, you do it with such a positive way. You're standing up, and it's such an organized evaluation with key points and just helpful tips all the way through. So that's really, really fantastic. And Benish, thank you again for coming. I'll be a little bit more hard on you just because you're doing this for a contest. I like the way you spoke. If you were going to evaluate anybody and say anything negative, you say it so calm and just, oh. Like if you were going to fire me from a job, that's how the voice I want to have. Like, Ben, great job. You know, we just can't have you here anymore, but so that kind of calm voice and positive voice is really it's really helpful when you're trying to give people some tips in a sense. So that's really a good start. And one thing about the intro, I would kind of clean it up a little bit. You mentioned the quote right away, which is really good. It kind of connected to it. And then it was just a little bit, you're trying to find what you wanted to say, right? And it wasn't as clean as it could be. But then you go into like this kind of figurative language connection, like a rhyming, which anytime you're going to speak, you want to be memorable. So when you started saying mumbling and bumbling Feliciana's names, it's kind of give me a positive vibe, right? Because any kind of fun words in a rhyming kind of way, it really, really helps. Now let's see, where is that? Oh yeah, so one other thing I would try to do when you mentioned the verbal, like here to here, right? When I tell my students, when they're talking about distance, and you're doing this to this, if I was like blinking or with this world of Zoom, like kind of distracted, and all I heard was here to here, I don't know what that means in the overall context, right?
So with your words, I would give like maybe a verbal distance, such as like from the ground to the heavens, something that you could kind of see in your mind in a way. Like, I'm going to take your speech from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain. And it kind of gives that little bit more of a visual impact. And the fact that, climbing a mountain is sometimes difficult, so you can elevate it a lot higher. So as well as with the visual like this, I would give it some context with some words. Oh yeah, and your red, of course, this is before I even knew what your time was. That red came really quick. So your pace, it's a good, clear pace, but the idea at the end of your speech, you want to be able to recap, right? And you want to have that hit home with the positives and the improvements. So I would try to find a way to get to that recap a little quicker. So kind of work on your time. Again, that goes back to your introduction, where you want to kind of clean the introduction up a little bit so you're not kind of misstepping with your words. And then try to, you don't like, a lot of times in Toastmasters just say, all right, have 3 things to kind of 3 positives and 3 things to work on. Doesn't always work. In a contest, they want you to at least have 2, right? And you don't always have to go number 1 and number 2, but try to get those transitions a little quicker, right? So you can kind of make sure you don't get disqualified on an actually a good evaluation, right? That's the worst. You do a really good job, and then you're just kind of over time by 1 second or 30 seconds. It's all for naught, right? You take it out of the judge's hands, out of there, which you don't want to do. You want to be able to be in the competition, no matter how well you did. So don't take a good job out of the judge's hands there. But great job with that, and I really appreciate you stepping up and coming in. And I'm sure Feliciana really appreciates your evaluation as well. Real quick, I don't usually do this. Search ready, great. But Luke, your speech, I really enjoyed just the content of it, in a sense that you're talking about competition and how you feel about when you're losing, and the idea, because if you full disclosure, last year I got 2nd place to Natalie 3 times, right? Our club contest, our area contest, and our division contest. 3 times. Now she ended up winning District 87, which is great. But the idea of understanding you're coming up short every single time is humbling in a lot of ways. And this year I'm not doing it, but I've been helping Day in my other club, and he's into the division round also. Which, as a coach, it's really cool to kind of help someone out and get them to kind of go to the next round. But he's going to be going right against Natalie again. Right? So it's like, no matter what, can't escape it, So you get the idea, right? You want to be a part of it, and you want to find someone that kind of pushes you in a positive way, and it's humbling. So good job, good content. And Feliciana, I loved this speech. I too didn't like being called Benjamin. I still don't, right? I like being called Ben, but the name Benjamin in itself is a really strong and powerful name, in a way where it's like means the right hand of God. So Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, it all means the same thing. It's a really powerful name. I still don't like being called it, but it's tough, to kind of like go through life being nicknamed and having kind of deal with something you might not like. So good content on your speech, Feliciana, and you're right. Even I've heard Felicia, I have heard Anna, never combined. It is unique, and you get to kind of embrace your uniqueness, and it'd be kind of cool to have that in a way. So great content, and thank you for sharing the importance of who you are and your name. So awesome. All right, so let's go to the ballot counter, the moment we've all been waiting for. All right, are we going to go with table topics first?
No, speaker, prepared speech speaker, table topic, and an evaluator.
All right, so our speaker is Luke. He won. Yeah, look at that. You talk about not winning, and then you win. Great job.
Toastmaster Sandy or Ben, can you please
I'm no longer a co-host because I got kicked out a couple times. So.
Okay, Nat, I can help.
Oh,
Take a
yes.
picture. Lucy, smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Done.
Let's loop the. Okay, it's good. Okay, great. So good job, Loopy. Way to go. Way to beg for that win. If Feliciana, you won also, by the way. It was really good. So excellent job. And table topics, correct?
Yes.
All right, our table topic winner of the day is Feliciana. She got a win. There it is. Look at that. All right, good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Selena, are you ready? So you smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
I gotta try that too.
Congratulations, Selena, Lucy.
All right, well done. Yeah, Feliciana, if you guys didn't notice, to make her smile, she clicked a button on her face. I don't have that button. See, it's like it doesn't work. I'm just kidding. All right, and our evaluator, I'm wondering who that is.
It's already Severine.
Severine.
Can you please add an O to my name?
Oh, extra O?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
No
Let
problem.
me very quickly. See do. Okay.
Congratulations, Severine.
Thanks.
There you go.
All right, thank you very much. And you know, we're all
Okay,
winners.
let me take the picture.
Oh, you
Okay,
did.
Severine, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right, awesome. Thank you all so much. Again, we all get to win when we get to hear amazing stories and topics. And just again, the topic was pursuit of happiness. And I'm gonna give a little spiel at the end because I'm gonna get back to the Toastmaster real quick. You'll hear me talk for about 5 minutes. So, Seni, let's back to you real quick with a little ending, and thank you for your great table topic tonight.
All right. Thank you so much for the report and all of the evaluations. As our food today to bring home, takeaway from the meeting today. Well, I can say that through the meeting, I believe that we content our meeting today because we made it through the unstable connection, guys. Okay. It's fine. It's totally fine, and we made it. Okay, let me share a word regarding the happiness, regarding the theme today. This is quite fun, but I think it's also related to our daily life. I will close our meeting, not meeting. I will close my session today with this. Happiness is like a kiss. You must share it to enjoy it. Okay. Well, that's all from me as your Toastmaster of the meeting today. I hope we all enjoy. And I will be signing off and return the control back all to our Mr. President, Ben.
All right, thank you, Seni. And what a great quote. Never heard it before, and it makes perfect sense. It's like kissing your pillow, probably not as fun as kissing someone else. Right? We all practice that probably when we were young. All right, so under all this crazy technical difficulties, I want to ask our 2 guests we have. Manish, how did you enjoy, and again, thank Toastmaster guests, Pippets, come on. Toastmaster Manish, how did you enjoy our small meeting today? And again, thank you for coming and doing a great job.
Thank you, Ben. So first of all, I would like to thank you and for bringing me to this session and giving me a little bit practice for the evaluation. And what I like also is the quality of speeches that you have. It's very good, although you are not native English speaking, but you are you're doing great effort, and I liked it. And also, what I loved is that even though you are in a small committee, you are having only 9 to 10% in a session, you still get the session going, and you make it a wonderful one. So I like it a lot, and keep it up, and all the best for another session. Over to you.
Thank you, Benish. I try my best with my English. Sometimes doesn't really come out very well. No, I'm just joking. All right, Feliciana, thank you again for coming and giving us a great speech. Tell us how you liked our little meeting.
Thank you so much for having me here tonight. I just found out tonight that Bhinneka means diversity, and that is such a new thing to me, and I like it. It's such a great theme, and I'd really love to join your future meetings if possible. And should you need any role takers, I'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for having me. And there's another speech that I'd like to give, and I hope I can share it with you guys. So stay tuned.
Excellent. That the role taker thing, we'll definitely keep you to that. So we do enjoy that as well. And again, you could reciprocate. We ask if you have anything we could do in your club, you'd like to come. Benish, real quick, when is your guys' meeting? I know we have a couple members that are in it, but I want to have you guys share when your meetings are.
Sorry, just recap. I had a technical issue.
All right, when is your meeting, your club meeting?
So our clubs meet, Portrait Masters clubs meets on the 1st and 3rd of every month. So we try to be doing our meetings, one session which is online and one session which is on site. So just to be able to connect with our members and to be able to get handhold with our members physically, and to enhance the networking also. And for the online, for us to be able to connect with other Toastmasters. So I know that Toastmaster Seni usually visits us. So that's and Toastmaster Natalie also usually comes to our session. So I really liked it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And Feliciana, when is your meeting?
We'll be having our club meetings every Thursday, the 2nd and the 4th week of every month. Second week. Yeah.
What time?
7:30 p.m.
7:30
Malaysian
PM.
time.
Yeah, same thing as Bali time. It's good. All right. Thank you so much. Awesome. So again, it doesn't matter sometimes, like I said, if you can meet with a small number of people and still have a quality meeting, it's going to work, right? Having a positive attitude. And like, again, the club I'm a member of on Wednesdays, we pretty much had 6 members this term, and technically we got kind of like suspended, but I think they figured it out for this next term that we got 8 again. So we're back to being alive. But the idea is if you keep on working at it and keep on coming and having a positive attitude, it doesn't matter if one person's taking 3 roles or 2 roles and someone's stepping up. It's just a process, right? You can go to any Toastmasters meeting all over the world, and it's something that you can take a role in and you know what to expect. And if you're a guest and you get that kind of good, positive vibe, it makes you want to come back again and be part of it. And trying to find that way to connect Toastmasters to your real life and the people around it, it's kind of builds confidence. Again, like with this, like Toastmasters has really helped me with just my students. Of course, it's helped me with connecting with people here in Bali where I first started, where Natalie again has been my mentor for pretty much this whole entire time. And the idea that I can still compete and help other people compete and get better is great. It's a great feeling. And if you can't find that in Toastmasters, hopefully you can find it
outside of Toastmasters. I don't really care as long as you can kind of keep on building positive vibes, learning and getting inspired, in which Toastmasters helps. So please come again, everybody. Guess what? We're going to finish 3 minutes early. So by this meeting is done. That's it. All right, we're closed. Good job. Thank you, everybody. Yay. And I don't have to say